It's definitely a pop culture icon, right? I mean, I think because he was a pioneer of many things. He was a martial artist first, so I'm gonna talk about that. And after this fight that happened in the movie, this controversial fight, he developed an idea, developed a philosophy for martial arts. He dubbed Jeet Kune Do, which changed the landscape of martial arts forever. And that, for us martial artists, is a very important thing. So you would see his posters in martial arts schools because his ideas are revolutionary for every method. And in terms of movies, he was the first Chinese superstar, the worldwide super, and he still is today. He's a popular culture icon. I mean, you see his image or homages to him in anything, from video games to comic books to, you know, this movie. So, and I think it has to do with the fact that he's a kung fu actor and he was a pioneer. Even today, the films get exported from Hong Kong that do the best, or Asia, is martial arts films, because I believe, and I'm not the only one that believes this, is the physical language, body language, can be understood anywhere. So, and he was the first one to do this. And he did it in such a way where it's so impactful and so explosive, he burned himself into the minds of culture and everyone around the world.
Can you explain to me the 1-inch punch? Because I don't understand it physically, because is the power coming from
the whole body?
From the hip? Where's it coming from?
It's coming from the whole body. We call it tassing, seven points of power. It starts from your ankle, knees, hip, shoulder, elbow, hand to the impact. And it's a Wing Chun technique. We call it a Changqiu, Dafat. What that means is a long-range technique. It seems like a short-range technique, right? Basically, what happens in a fight, if I extend my hand all the way, to gain power again, I have to bring this back and punch this out, right? But as I bring this back, it gives opportunity for another person to strike you back. And Wing Chun has a method to develop power or create a powerful impact in a very short distance. And it's basically, if I extend my hand all the way and you slip, your head slips to the side, from here I'll hit you. And may not knock you out, but it will hurt you enough for me to continue my attack. And Bruce Lee is very smart, and he used this idea, he demonstrated this idea and dubbed the movement the inch punch, which makes it legendary. It becomes a technique in its own, but it's basically it's a method within Wing Chun Kung Fu, when your hand is completely extended, how to generate power and still strike your opponent without bringing your hand back and giving him room to punch you. You know, I don't know if I'm qualified to remake this movie, but my favorite Bruce Lee movie was Way of the Dragon, because it had Chuck Norris in it, and also he wrote, directed, and produced it. So it was very Bruce. You see a lot of his own personality in that movie as opposed to some of the movies that he did not write or produce. So I liked all of them, but that's my favorite.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.